Hey guys, it's Erin from Yippee-Ki-Yay. I'm just going to do a really quick paper test for you to show you what I found out. I'm trying to print out my own inserts. I'm making monthly inserts for my Omni Journal. And what I want is I want to be able to print out the date and a little calendar and some boxes for my usual to-do list and mailing. And then I want to leave a little space for a sketch over here on this side. So instead of writing it in every month or using these rubber stamps, which is taking too long, I want something I can just print out on the computer. So this paper is actually parchment paper, which ended up being pretty good to paint and sketch on, and it's zero ghosting, so nothing is showing through this paper. But it's kind of, well, it's not that expensive. I just really couldn't find any more like it. I just had this in my basement. So I wanted to print out, this is October's insert. I wanted to print out one for November. So first I printed one out on Tomo River paper, and unfortunately I like my layout, but it is ghosting way too much. I can see the calendar right through the page. I can see the to-do list on the preceding page, and the little section where I want to do my little daily sketch, you know, I can see all the lines. So sorry, Tomo River paper, that's not going to work. So then I tried just regular printer paper, and the ghosting wasn't too bad. I can still see the calendar a little bit, but at least these lines weren't showing through as much. And of course, printer paper is very easy to come by. And I was doing a sketch on it, was fine, but when I added paint or color, bad news, it soaks right through, so this paper is not going to work. So then I tried something else I had lying around, which was some linen paper, some nice cotton rag linen paper for writing paper. And I put it through the printer and it works pretty good, although there's still a fair amount of ghosting. I can still see this. The paint test here was pretty good. The paint doesn't go through. But I just am not 100% happy. So I ordered a few types of paper, printer paper from Amazon, and the stuff that I got today works great. So I wanted to show you guys what I got. This is this stuff here. It's laser jet paper, HP, 32 pound, 100 brightness. It's a fairly heavy, thick paper. It almost feels coated. It's super smooth. I mean, really smooth. And no ghosting. I can't see that calendar coming through the page. And I did a sketch using some basic watercolors, and it did crinkle the paper a little bit, but I kind of like that. But none of the paint came through, and you can't see any of the lines. So I think we have a winner. So I'm going to print out some more of these. If you guys would like one, let me know. It's just going to have a plain cardstock cover on it like this. I'm doing them in, obviously that will be centered. This was my test page. And I'm doing them in traveler's notebook size. That's the size I have laid out. So if you want one, let me know. I'll send you one for, you know, I don't know, $5 plus shipping. How's that sound? So I'm going to go print some out right now, and I'll show you what the thing looks like when it's all finished. All right, see you soon. Okay, here we are, as if by magic. I just printed them out. So here's the finished product. It's pretty thick. My cutting job is not so good. I just do all of this by hand, so it's not perfect, but certainly much better. So now I have a clean place for my sketch of the day. I don't have much or any bleed through. This actually, there's a little smudging because this was still wet. out of the printer. It takes a few more seconds for each page to dry because this is LaserJet paper instead of inkjet paper. So I slapped it together and I did get a little bit of ghosting because this was wet, but it's not bleeding through the other page is my point. So you can see here, you can barely see any of the lines coming through from the other page. None of this is coming through. So I have my monthly calendar. I usually do my little weather thing here. The date, morning, afternoon, evening schedule is here. This is for notes. Anything I've shipped out that day, and this is anything I've received that day goes in here. My little to-do list, and of course my little section for sketching. If you are not into sketching, you can always just use that for journaling or scrapbooking or anything your little Omni journaling heart desires. So if you want, they're not perfect. I make them by hand one at a time, but if you want, I will be happy to send you one. I have sort of random colors of this cardstock, so I have sort of blue, green, pink, yellow, so you can pick if you like. And this paper is super lovely and super smooth, so I think this is going to be a great addition to the old Omni Journal, and I can get started right away. Let's see, where's it going to go? It's going to go right here. So let me know if you'd like one. $5 plus shipping, and I will send it right out to you. All right, thanks for watching.